Hello everyone, Cosmic Carrie here to do another video, another reading for you. Before I start, let me just show you that I am cleansing this space with Patchouli Forest Joss Stick. Getting lots of nice energy vibes from this. I'm just going to place it off screen only because it makes me sneeze at the moment. I'm still not 100% post-influenza, so I just want to keep it behind the computer because I want to avoid descending into a coughing fit, which can happen. So, a few days ago, I was drawn to do a reading for you. Sorry it's taken a couple of days, but here we are. On Redefining Spirit, as you'll notice the title of the video and the thumbnail. So I'll just show you, this is what started me thinking about this. This is a beautiful dark green with a silver lining cutout that I've done. We do these on our, we place these card cutouts on our north facing windows, because if we don't, birds fly into the windows. So what we were doing was upgrading them, because the ones that are on the window are very much faded from the ultraviolet light from the sun. They've faded and the birds can't see them anymore. So I have cut out some new ones, and it occurred to me as I was doing this that there was something in this. There's a message in this for me, and therefore for you, for the whole cosmic collective and community. And it's around redefining spirit. Okay, the great symbol of spirit, the raptor, the bird of prey, the eagle, the buzzard, whatever raptor you want to make this out to be. We don't have so many eagles here in the UK unless we're right up in Scotland, but I know our friends across the pond in America have many more big raptors and birds. So you choose whichever raptor fits for you. I would probably say here this is either a red kite, although the tail is actually wrong for the red kite. It's probably a buzzard. But I was getting messages and downloads about this, and they were nudging me, Spirit was nudging me to just do a short video on this. And so that's what I want to do today. And let me rest assured, once this has been finished within the video, it's going up on the window. Okay, so I'm going to be using a couple of decks. I was very much drawn at the moment, in general anyway, to be using Colette Baron Reid and her lovely decks. So the Mystical Shaman Oracle, this one is really calling to me at the moment. So I'm going to pull a card from this for some more information from Spirit, and then clarification from Wisdom of the Oracle, also Colette. We know this one. And then we're going to look at the end at our charms and see what other goodies, information we're given from there. So we're all on our spiritual path. We're all on our own path through life, through this journey, through this mystical journey that is the life of a human being. And we move along that path, the spiritual path, at different rates. And these messages we're going to get today are really about us moving along our spiritual path. It's about our spiritual journey. Where might we be at the moment? What's going on for us? What messages has Great Spirit got for us? So I want you to discern from the cards and the charms that you see. Whatever comes up for you today is right for you. I'll be taking messages and downloads as I'm doing that. I'll feed them back to you live, as it were. So just before I set up and began the video, I did ask Spirit for confirmation. Should I still be doing this video? Because it's a couple of days back I got the messages. And, you know, let me know. straight away. As I'd asked that question and I walked through the door out of this room, they showed me the clock. 111. Okay. As you know, this is a big number for me. 111. I know it's emergency services. It's my other heartbeats telling me, yes, that's true. But it can also mean other things. And for me, it's a very, very lucky number. Any ones are lucky numbers, combinations, but particularly 111, also 1111, but also 1. And so they showed me on the clock. 111, yep. You're on target, Carrie. Keep doing this today. And then the other confirmation, as though I needed any more confirmation, and I didn't, was as I just came to check the date, it's the 7th, of course. And that's my other lucky number. As we know, today's March the 7th. So it's I didn't even know really until I'd looked at the computer. Double confirmation. We're on target, guys. So the other thing I wanted to draw your attention to was somebody that I found recently on YouTube who is really an interesting spiritual teacher. I don't want to say too much about him. I'm just going to say his name is Ben Smith. I'm going to put a link. In fact, I think I've mentioned him in a post yesterday or the day before. So have a look at 2 for Joy Oracle in the information. I think they're called posts now, aren't they? They used to be called something else. But anyway, his link is there, and I will mention it in the description box below. He's an interesting guy, and he's got interesting approaches and things to say about spirituality. And so we're all on our journey, and we're at different places, different spaces, receiving downloads. And we're asking for guidance in a way, sort of almost, am I still aligned? It's a typical question that might come if we're asking about our spiritual path. Am I still leading this aligned life? And what would you like to draw my attention to? Spirit, cosmos, all that is. And those are the general sorts of questions that we might ask. And we might ask a whole variety of other questions as well. Each of us will have questions that are pertinent to us. It might be about particular directions we're going in life, things we're doing, the energy of people, company that we keep, projects we might have on the go. It might be other things, health and well-being. And I know for myself that's been a thing at the moment. I have literally just been forced to stop because I was doing too much. And that's not good. Things were out of kilter and out of balance. And as I wasn't stopping quick enough or often enough, I was made to stop by having influenza. No choice. Stop. And, you know, even this, I'm grateful for this, as I know this was happening to me because I hadn't been listening to the signs. So let's look at what signs and messages Spirit would like to give us today. I also want to say, on the computer, I've got our beautiful clear quartz crystal, which is just exuding wonderful energy. Okay, so I have pre-shuffled the decks, but I am going to do another shuffle for us. So we're going to just start. Great Spirit, benevolent, wonderful, all-seeing, all-knowing Spirit, cosmic energy, what message would you like to give us at 2 for Joy, Oracle, Cosmic Carrie, and the wonderful collective who are watching this excuse me, today? What would you like to draw our attention to? As ever, these readings are timeless. There might be something in this for you today or not. Take what resonates for you. Leave the rest for another time or another person, as we say. And whilst I'm just shuffling these, I'd like to ask for your subscription. Please like, share and subscribe. Tell your friends and family about this channel. Spread the word. We are growing the channel, your sacred space. And I'd love you to help me do that. Spirit, do we have anything that you would like to tell us from Colette's mystical shaman oracle? March the 7th, 2025. One card, please and thank you, Spirit. One card, and one more. Whatever you would like to give us. Oh, there's me shuffling on there. And I didn't even notice one had flown out. Okay. 2 have flown out, guys. So let's have a look. I'm just going to turn them over. Lovely. Okay. The first one we've got is number 51, the staff. Number 51, the staff. So we have a lovely giraffe here with antlers. And this is interesting. What I'm getting from this already, I'm going to intuit from the card, and then I will just look at her book and give us more. 5 and 1 is 6. 6 is progress forward. 6 is in tarot, in the minor arcana, are always good. I mean, they're good numbers generally. So what I'm taking from this, I mean, it is, oh, it's not a giraffe. That's interesting. Okay. So as I look more closely, I see it isn't a giraffe. That's interesting. So there we have a message in itself. You would have seen that because I held it up to the screen. It's actually a skeleton of an animal, could be a deer, on obviously a staff, antlered. What's jumping out to me there is the third eye, a little bit high on that animal, but I saw it immediately. So this is saying to us, look closer at something in your world that's looking directly at you, head on, because this image, they're not looking left, not looking right, they're looking straight at us, they're looking straight at me, at you. Something's right in front of you, but you haven't actually seen it. Or you think you've seen it and actually you haven't. On closer inspection, it's not a giraffe. It's something else entirely. That's interesting, isn't it? And this is talking to us about can't see the wood for the trees. I definitely get this regularly. Spirit is telling us this. Just going to look up in Colette's book for additional information on this card. I'm going to read you the essence. She has different messages, numbers of messages, but I want to just go with I'm drawn to go with the essence. The staff is a symbol of authority, she says. It holds the power to temper extremes. The staff helps you find the right course of action, the way of the middle, and aids you to maintain your balance after you begin walking in that direction. Moses carried a serpent staff through the desert, and with it he could summon the power of nature to heal or call in plagues. The staff reminds us of the impermanence of all things, and that your authority must come from your deep longing to serve. Wow. Now, several things jump out from that message. The impermanence of all things, which is one of the fundamental and basic Buddhist teachings. Everything must change. Other related sayings are all good things must come to an end. But also, when things aren't good, know that this too shall pass, is what is saying, what this message is saying to us. That's fascinating. Thank you, Spirit. And so the second card, I love this. The second card, number 26. 2 and 6 is 8. 8's always a great number. Again, we have the lemniscat, which is the 8 on its side. Just show this to you, the hummingbird. The hummingbird. I love this. I want to also say that I'm picking up from the staff. I'm getting some messages about sacred downloads and wands in terms of magic, M-A-G-I-C-K, wands, and staffs in terms of using these in ritual. And I will be doing something on that subject at some point. Number 6, we said 51, 5 and 1 is 6, could also pertain to June, 6th month. The hummingbird. 2 and 6 is 8, so that could pertain to August. The hummingbird is the tiniest of birds, We don't have them here in the UK, apart from in zoos, but I know that you do have them in the US and in other countries in the world. Tiny, tiny bird with great strength, ability to be precise in finding the right flower and extracting the nectar that it needs. I love this. What I'm getting here is also full moon in the background behind the bird. And for me, the bird is looking left. When I look at it face on, it's looking left. And for me, as we know in this community, my left is the future. The right is the past. And looking straight on is now. So the hummingbird is looking left. So this is something about strength. Hummingbird heart is the strength of the heart message, the ability to listen to your heart and know that the heart message is always right, it will never be wrong. And it's asking us to be reminded of that in the future as well. So I'm just going to get some additional insight from Colette. 26. Again, I'm going to read the message, which is the essence. Despite being so little, hummingbirds are great journeyers, like the journey of our spirituality, which is a great journey. Hummingbirds are great journeyers, migrating between North and Central or South America to feed from the summer nectar. This gentle creature can be fiercely territorial to protect its home. Hummingbird teaches us to be gentle to ourselves and protect our personal space. Hummingbird invites you to embark on your epic quest. Bypass the dung pile of old pain and hurts. Head for the flowers and learn to trust the calling you hear ever so softly. Oh, I love this so much. I'm getting so much from this card, so much extra. Excuse me scratching my nose. The joss stick smoke is lovely, but it's getting to me a bit. Be gentle with ourselves. There is definitely something in that there, particularly when we're thinking about where we are on our spiritual journey in this life, whatever age we are, whether we're teenagers, young adults, mature adults, older, doesn't matter. Handle yourself with grace, be graceful. Treat yourself with compassion, with self-love. Treat yourself as you would any other person, a stranger in the street, a neighbour, a friend. You deserve the same respect. Be gentle. And it's also, I'm picking up from this card, know your strength. It did immediately speak of the strength of this tiny bird. You are stronger than you think, is the other message I'm picking up from this. I love this. So, let us reach for further clarification. We're going to use another of Colette's deck. She's got many. Wisdom of the Oracle. Are there any other informations? Wonderful Spirit. Spirit of Cosmic Collective. please and thank you. May we have another card from the Wisdom of the Oracle from Colette. Anything else to add? Asking us to enjoy our journey, but to hold ourselves in love and compassion. Thank you. Okay. We have a card, guys. Show that to you. 16. 6 and 1. 7. Another spiritually guided message. All that glitters. Now 16 is relevant for me. I am a November born girl, 16th of November. So this is really resonating for me. And of course 6 and 1 is 7. We know that 7 is one of my very lucky spiritual numbers. So it may also be for you, for some of you out there. This is a reading for the collective, not for any particular individual, but if you feel it resonates, as I said, take what resonates, leave the rest for another time or place or person. Check back later, it might feel relevant at another time. Whenever you happen to cross this video, it's meant for you now. Okay. This is interesting because when I look at this card, it's resonating with 51, which was the staff, this one. Something wasn't seen actually clearly on first view. And Spirit's alerting us to that. So it might be, what I'm picking up from this, and I will read from her book additional messages, but I want to just sort of scribe from the message myself first. Something might have appeared differently, and it might have appeared better or different than it actually was on closer inspection. It might also be telling us, wonderful viewer, that we've looked at something and we haven't really seen it. We've not truly seen it. It may be that all the facets of the thing we have viewed have not been made available to us yet. There's more there. Or something has been made up to look fantastic and it isn't really. Something that we need to know is hidden from us, or we cannot yet see it. We're not meant yet to see it. So it's talking about view, review, second view, third view. Something needs more attention. And I'm also getting from this, if something looks too good to be true, if you're getting that feeling, if you're intuiting that from something, could be a situation, could be a relationship, could be a project, could be just anything. It feels like Spirit is saying at this time, go with that. Let's go with that. That's probably correct. Something looks too good to be true. It probably is. And it doesn't mean put it down, don't go for it ever, put it in the waste paper basket, chuck it out. It might just be saying, whatever this thing is, it's not at the moment. This may not be for us just at the moment, but it doesn't exclude it from it being for us later on at another time point, is what I want to add on there. Colette, what do you have to say about All That Glitters? It's the same as don't judge a book by its cover, isn't it? See beyond what's directly in front of you. All that glitters. So I'm going to read you the essential message. Colette says, I need to see beyond the superficial. The desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature. Trying to be something you're not. Chasing after every sparkly new thing. Being mercurial. What I'm getting from that is, the warning is, as we said, something is different than it appears. And here it's saying perhaps we're chasing after sparkly things because we think they're ideal. And we're being encouraged at this time to be more realistic. Not pessimistic, guys. Definitely not pessimistic. But just more realistic. Step back. All is not as it seems with something. We said, you'll know what this is. Could be a relationship, could be a project, could be something you're planning. You will know intuitively what it is. Okay. So, wonderful viewer. Let us close with something from our charming bag. Wonderful Spirit, all that is, Gaia, Mother Earth, ancestors, what additional information can we have, may we have, from the bag of charms? Please and thank you. I'm going to take two as ever, one from the left hand, the heart of the matter. Thank you, Spirit, thank you. Excuse me. And one from the right hand, the periphery of the matter. Okay. Please and thank you, Spirit. Okay. This is interesting. So, from the left hand, the heart of the matter, the one that leads to the heart's message around redefining something on our spiritual path, we have the astronaut. We have the gilded astronaut, actually. I've got different astronauts, big and small, and this is a big gilded one. And as I look at the gilded astronaut, he's floating around, or she's floating around there. For me, it's cosmos. Be in the universe, like the astronaut. So I'm feeling from this, we're being guided by Spirit, from all that is, from the light, to go within and ask for more guidance on this issue. Enter the cosmos in whichever way you are able to enter the cosmos, through meditation, through breath work, through being a Mother Nature, however Spirit communes with you. Ask for guidance. Notice any signs, symbols and synchronicities that you might get in relation to this question of redefining spirit, where we are on our spiritual path. So the heart of the matter is saying, connecting with Spirit, more information there. And from the right hand, which is the periphery, not necessarily at the centre, we've got a little geometry set. I love this little geometry set. Okay. When I get this, this says to me, be measured. But it's also saying there is beauty in the measurement of the universe, in the size, in the numbers, in the patterns, in the equations of the wonderful, benevolent universe. But it's also speaking of just be measured. And that is what we saw a little bit with the staff. I got a feeling of the temperance card when I looked at this initially as well, even though I missaw it initially. And there's big messages in there, isn't there, about seeing things for what they are. So you may be feeling something is for you and it isn't at the moment. Possibly never, but it's just saying, take a second look, take a third look. Or we don't necessarily need to keep pushing in that direction if we're not sure. Let's step back. Give space to the situation. Give space to the relationship. Give space to the project. Give space to receive messages and downloads. So wonderful, people. Wonderful to be here again. Thank you for being in this space. Can't believe it's nearly half an hour, goodness. I'll try and pop something in at the weekend. It'll probably be Sunday. It may be an astro dice. I'm not sure. I'm just going to see what I feel drawn to do. Know it's the right thing, because I always give to you in this space. I am the conduit from Spirit, from all that is, and I will allow myself to step aside and be guided. So thank you for being here. Have a lovely weekend, and I hope to see you at some point, hopefully on Sunday. It might be Saturday, which is tomorrow. But I look forward to it, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.